So again, Tom Thurston, Jim Riley, Joe Zilla, Gary Race, Bernard LaChance, DJ Dave, Perlita Quinwan, Milton Anderson, Don Wiley, 1961, Oyster Crackerman, Bitted Batford, Blue Boy, Boxes, GPS, Custom Robo, Rapist Night, Red Randy, Red Gordon, Ellery, Jim Hall, Bill Duvall, Morgan, Steve Jones, Jackson's, Judy Shepard, Episcopal Churchman, Indian Woman from Horizon, and your team of the Bitted of Fat, Perlita and Bernard. Pickett Street, Jamaica Street. They can basically start to prove that all you guys do for the team of the Bitted of Fat is run a scripted service, which means it's all, like I said, scripted, and you'll be known as a group of liars, which you guys have already done before, Bitted of Fat. It's so Carney Bernard that you have to have it all paid for you. So we let people know. And see, like I said, Mr. Deck of Lancaster and or Mr. Miller of the police department might become heroes, because then they can prove ever since the restraining order, Bernard LaFagga, all you guys have ever done is lie, and then you need a scripted service for your made up story. So remember, I'm doing it to prove that it never belonged to you, Bernard, and that you guys screwed over the girls consistently for your, Karens and their assertion. But see, here's another kicker. All they got to do is get a hold of State Patrol or whatever. I took a road trip right on I-80. I already gave you an invert on the 101. All they got to do is get a hold of the State Patrol and see my trip out to California on I-80. And get a hold of State Patrol. And they can pretty much prove that pretty much most of you have been nothing but liars. And then they can backtrack it to like 2001 and so on and so forth. Put my trip and then my Acura. So if Balding East Coast Negro did the same thing and impersonated an Acura, he's a liar. But on top of that, though, Bernard, they'll let you have your Bitted of Fat scripted service, and people will prepare for it like they did before, because they'll know that all you guys do since the restraining order is make up a lie. And then the people in the future can be prepared as to, what you do. What do those signs say when you enter into the state with your car? They check check the fruit and all that stuff for contaminants. And then they'll have a permanent system for the Bernardo Fagala chance in the Carney Circus. Forever, Bernard. So the police officers, firefighters, doctors, teachers, and the FBI, NSA, CIA, the group if you make fun of, or the CDC, now have a tracking service for the 101 and all that stuff. And then the Bitted of Fats move in to, write the scripted service for Crybaby-Lathon. And then they know that's all you guys will ever do, Bernard, and Judy Shepard, and Episcopal Churchman, and the Indian Women Horizons, Ellery's across the United States. So people, you guys thought it was funny to watch other people. Now they can watch you guys, but instead they could probably evolve off of it and move away from it. So Jackson's, Judy Shepard, O.J. Simpson, so on and so forth. So you don't necessarily want to run a mockery in a city, Bernard, and destroy the people that live in it, because they're going to be able to prove with your Bitted of Fat scripted service, Perlita and Karen and all that you are the murderers that screwed everything up. And then they can prove that you guys went after Hilton's, Bowman's, and Kennedy's and the Monroes for the same reasons, or Bailey or Kim. They actually see All-American if you guys came and interfered with Bailey or Kim to pretend to save them, or the Schwartzes or the Sasha the Imes, these bridges. They prove that you Bitted of Fats lied and modified it. So if Ellery can't get one, or that Bernard or whoever can't get one, they go for another one, or Harry, you get it? So if you desync turquoise, peach, or blue, like I said, the FBI, CIA, and NSA get some big answers. But Officer Deck and Mr. Miller, the officer of San Diego and one in Lancaster, are you sure they're going to be on your side, Bernard? Because they'll be able to prove what the Carney Circus man did in Lancaster to try and impress the people with a made-up story. And then you guys will be forever logged, Bernard, and the Bitted of Fat that de-evolved everybody for who knows how many times and screwed up everybody's shit.